In the first court test of the so-called Megan's Laws that call for publicizing convicted sex offenders, the justices ruled 6-3 that when states display the offenders' pictures on the internet and require them to report to police several times a year, they are not unconstitutionally imposing additional punishment. The purpose and principal effect, wrote Justice Anthony Kennedy, are to inform the public for its own safety, not to humiliate the offender. But Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg disagreed, saying that an offender faces inescapable humiliation. The registry laws passed after 7-year-old Megan Kanka was kidnapped, raped, and killed by her neighbor, a twice-convicted sex offender. In another significant crime and punishment decision, the court rejected challenges to laws that are called 3 strikes and you're out. In 26 states, 3-time losers go to prison for a long, long time. And by a 5-4 margin, the justices decided California's version, 25 years after the 3rd felony conviction, did not violate the 8th Amendment prohibition against cruel and unusual punishment. One of the men who appealed his sentence tried to steal nearly $1,200 worth of golf clubs on his 3rd offense. The other took $153 worth of videotapes from a Kmart, normally a misdemeanor, but elevated to a felony because of his past crimes. Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, in her usual swing vote role, joined the court's conservatives, saying that states had the right to make a judgment that protecting the public safety requires incapacitating criminals who have already been convicted. But Justice Stephen Breyer led the dissenters, writing, "The punishment is grossly disproportionate to the crime." However, the majority said it won't matter.
When the states decide that something deserves a very severe punishment, the federal courts are not going to step in and put an end to it. And when the states decide they really want to put a scarlet letter A on somebody's forehead for an offense that they committed, that's all right too.
The statement from the majority, according to many experts, is that someone who wants to challenge his criminal punishment in the federal courts probably shouldn't bother. Bob Franken, CNN, the Supreme Court.